Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Carissa and this is Rissa Explains It All. Sorry if you can hear rumbling. I have my car on because I'm actually working a shift with Gopuff right now, but I wanted to go over how much I made in 1 month with Gopuff. I am in the Los Angeles County market, so that is what the numbers are based off of. So if you are in either Midwest or you're in, I don't know, North Carolina or even Florida, it's going to be different for you because obviously the pay is going to be different out here because the cost of living is higher. So it essentially evens out, but I just want to throw that out there so you guys don't think like, why am I not making this much hourly? So as I stated before in my last video, I make $17.23 an hour regardless if I get a ride or not. So that is just the minimum wage that they're offering us here in LA County, which I'll post it right here because I posted it in my first video, but I want to post it again so you guys can see. They also offer $3 commission per ride, and then they reimburse you for mileage, which is 33 cents a mile. Let's go over some of the questions that I had gotten on my YouTube. First question that I got was, how do you sign up? All you need to do is go on to Google and type in Gopuff careers or drive with Gopuff, and then it should have a link right there to sign up. If you want a full video on how to sign up, the whole process, go to your driver Mike's YouTube. He has a whole video on how to sign up from start to end, which I don't think I'm gonna make a video like that. So I would suggest going over to his channel and checking that out because he breaks it all down. What I can tell you though, however, when you sign up, it takes about like, I'd say 2 days max, and you either get approved or denied because they run your background check and all of that to make sure you're fit to drive. And then you will get an email, and your email will provide you with your Gopuff login, your When I Work login, and then it should also have your Ulti-Pro. So there's 3 apps that we use, which is the Gopuff one, which is where you sign on to drive, your When I Work, which is where you schedule your shifts, and then the Ulti-Pro app, and then also Slack. Slack is like a messaging app, so you can communicate with the warehouse and they communicate with you, letting you know like, hey, we have an order coming up for you or whatever, stuff like that. So that is one of the questions I did see. The next question I saw was, how do you schedule? So for us in LA, we schedule once a week. There's a certain time that they allow us to schedule. Now I will tell you guys this, the schedules do go quick. So if you're in a market and you're like, there's no schedules available, it's because they go quick. If you have veteran drivers, for instance, I would consider myself a veteran driver because I've been here since the first day they launched. And the veteran drivers are going to get in there and get their schedules first. They don't give them to them first. It's just they're going to be quick and grab their schedules because they have a, you know, particular time or set day that they like to work. So if you're not seeing any schedules, you can also ask your warehouse supervisor and they may be able to put you on the schedule if you're not seeing any. But also a lot of people drop or swap schedules a lot, so you can also, you know, talk to your other drivers if you're trying to get a shift. Okay, next, not really question, but just a little fact. You are a 1099 driver if you are in California, so you do need to set aside money for taxes because that is not accounted for. You are paid fully for the amount of time and work you do, so just keep that in mind. I had that question. Someone had a question about like detailed taxes. I'm not a CPA, so I really can't go into details about like how much money you should set aside. Just talk to your tax accountant or, you know, Google your area of how much you should set aside for taxes. I know California is a little higher, so we set aside a little bit more money than, you know, normal. I think I already said this before, but I had people saying, do you get paid daily? You do not. You get paid weekly every Friday. If you have, for instance, I have a CHIME account, so I get paid every Thursday at 2 in the morning. So you will get paid weekly. But enough of those questions, guys. Let's get into my pay. Now, I did not get to screenshot my first week of work, so I don't really know what to tell you as far as breakdown of rides, but I can tell you this of how much I actually made and how many hours I worked. Now, keep in mind, this is gonna sound low for 1 week because it was the first week and there wasn't many rides because people didn't really know about Gopuff at the time. We were just getting our name out there. So for the first week, I did work 44 hours. I didn't really drive anywhere, so I was sitting half the time. And I think I did like probably 10 deliveries in, you know, a span of 7 days because I broke up my 44 hours in 7 days. And I'm gonna give you guys my total right here. Okay, here was the first week's pay. They split it up into 2 different payments because they messed up on the pay. So I received $754.69 and then $15.35. So whatever that is right here equals to, that's how much I made for the first week. So mind you, keep in mind, like I just said, there wasn't much business that week. Second week, it did pick up, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the second week right here. Second week, okay guys, just to kind of give you a breakdown of how many rides I did 23 deliveries. I had $62 in tips and $69 in commission from each ride. Now, I did hit my weekly bonus, which was $125. And then the mileage you see here, it's 88 miles, almost 89 miles, but I really didn't drive 89 miles because I'll tell you, some of the rides are in-house, so they just put the person's address and we get compensated for the miles right now. So that's kind of how that works. I didn't really drive 88 miles that week. I would say I probably drove 44 miles, slash that in half. So as you can see here, I did get paid 30 cents per mile, which came to $26.68. And then at the bottom is where they adjust it, and that is the hourly rate. So I ended up making $1,057.12. And this week I worked, I believe, I worked 43 and a half. So 43 and a half hours. So as you can see, I worked like a half an hour less, but I made more because we obviously had rides. Once it starts picking up, if you're in an area where it's slow and it starts picking up, you can obviously see that you'll be able to work less in order to make more. Next week, I did 45 hours, 20 trips, hit my weekly award this week too. So 20 trips, $50 in tips, $60 in commission, $125 bonus, 86.37 miles, which came to $25.91 reimbursed, and then my adjustment of $815.56, which brought me to $1,076.47. So in that week I worked 45 hours. So last week I actually worked way more hours. I worked 56 hours. I did 14 trips, $50 in tips, $42 in commission. I only hit the $70 bonus. And then also I was paid $27.08 for the $90.27 miles that I drove. Didn't really drive that much, but. And then they adjusted me because 56 times 1723 should equal to somewhere around $1,147.06, leaving me with a grand total of $1,336.14. Okay, so I calculated my whole month with Gopuff, not including the cents or anything, so this is kind of like a rough estimate, but I made about $4,239 in X amount of cents, I don't know. So not too bad for 1 month, and really just sitting in my car and waiting for rides. The rides are super easy. I did make a discrepancy when I said the rides were not more than, you know, 3 mile distance or radius. They can be up to, you know, 8 or 9 miles, but if you look at it, you're really getting paid $20-23 in my market specifically, because you are getting paid the hourly plus the commission. Also, I did want to clear up that I don't think you are paid $17.23 plus $3 plus $3 plus $3 plus $3. I think once your commission surpasses your hourly rate, you're going to be paid that amount. So if you do 6 deliveries, and that's 3 times 6 is $18, you're going to make the $18 within that hour, not the $17.23 plus 18. That's how I understand it. I could be wrong, but you have to understand, with that $18, you also are getting tips, plus you're getting reimbursed for your mileage. So really that $18 an hour in commission would actually probably equal out more to, like, I don't know, depending on how many people tip, you know, you could look at $30 an hour. I'll just say that. But right now, because our market is slow, we are making the $17.23 plus the $3 and the tips. So really, it just depends. Right now, we're not surpassing $17.23 in commission. So that's why they're paying us the commission. I'm sorry, that's why they're paying us the hourly plus the commission, if that makes sense. That is my pay breakdown with Gopuff. I'm loving it so far. Super easy. If you cannot be content with yourself and be patient to get rides, and you don't like to sit, or you can't sit with yourself for a long time, then this probably is not the position for you. However, if you are a gig worker or a, you know, Uber Eats driver, DoorDash driver, and you know how hard that can be, this really is like super chill and a great alternative to, you know, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Postmates, all of those things. So I just want to share that with you guys. That is my pay for 1 month with Gopuff. in Los Angeles, California. So I hope that this video helped you. If you have any more questions, you can leave a comment below. Hit the like button, thumbs up button, the bell notification. And if you guys want to see another ride along video, just let me know and I'll do that. But other than that, guys, that is it for this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.